I got it! When I first heard about Dave being trapped in a maze...
1, 2, 3, 4!
I built a labyrinth. Can you believe it? Dave is trapped in a cardboard maze in his living room and he can't get out.
Welcome to Dave Made a Minute, the podcast where a whole bunch of us are exploring the film Dave Made a Maze 1 minute at a time. The twist. Many of the participants have never seen the film. Some don't even know what film they're sampling. They get their minutes and they tackle them as they see fit. Here's your host from the Groundhog Day Project and Michael Myers Minute, Robert Black.
In minute 63, Harry's interview of Cardboard Brynn continues. To tackle minute 63, we have Miss Johnie Powers and Mr. Mark Meadows of Too Old Media.
You come home, there's a giant maze in your living room. You're like, what the? There's a giant maze in my living room. I've heard of people rearranging the furniture, but this is wackadoodle crazy. Give me a sense of that.
This doesn't make any sense.
The problem? There's a promise to my set, but solutions to the problem.
It's like a fucking cocktail party in here.
I get a few words from you before you go.
Welcome back to Dave Made a Minute, where we go through the Dave Made a Maze movie minute by minute, 1 minute at a time.
The concept of the show is that they do it minute by minute. Welcome back to Dave Made a Minute, where we do it with now going the third time.
Okay.
So maybe once every 40 minutes, you'll see us again. Something like that. How long is this movie?
I don't know.
Anyways.
Welcome.
My name's Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
And I'm Johnie.
Oh, hey, Johnny, what's up?
And I host with her this Too Old Media Network, which has a whole umbrella of shows, podcasts that you can listen to that do this very same format. We do Austin Powers Minute, where you can listen to us analyze, or Johnny more specifically.
I was like you.
I was speaking us as in our network. But Johnny hosts Austin Powers Minute, where you can listen to her talk about the International Man of Mystery, and now currently The Spy Who Shagged Me, Minute by Minute. Those are all over there at Austin Powers Minute. And we also do Tarantino Minute and DC Cinematic Minute. So go check those out.
Cool. But we're doing minute 63 today.
Okay.
It begins with this minute's weird. It's just all weird.
It's
this whole movie's weird.
It starts the beginning of the minute starts with just like a sliver of the scene where two of the characters are making Dave and
Annie.
his wife Annie.
Is it wife? Girlfriend?
Significant other is making a cardboard something. We don't get
They're cosplaying.
We don't get a clear look at it.
We're gonna cosplay, but his hand is cardboard.
Yeah. But
Did you know why his hand is cardboard?
I don't know why.
He put it in a hole that looks is the shape of a vulva, which I don't know if that's what Wikipedia says. I don't know what rating this podcast has, but that's a lady part. That's a lady part. So he stuck it in a vagina. Sorry.
Is it stuck in it?
No. I don't know. It ate it.
It ate his hand?
That's why it's a cardboard hand. Or it turned into a cardboard hand. It's cardboard vulva.
Is his hand now cardboard because of it? Roll that tape at the same time.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Yeah, let me see that. Vulva.
Oh, not the vulva. I don't know what minute that is, but his hand is cardboard.
Yeah, but let me see that. So that scene which it starts with Dave and
it doesn't
Annie,
have it in the top part of it, but it has it at the bottom.
Like towards after we get past.
Yeah, you
this
see
part,
his hand.
I guess I never noticed that. I thought he was building armor.
Yeah, like
a
cosplay.
Cardboard. But he has a real hand underneath it, right?
No,
oh, I thought you were saying he...
Look, his cardboard hand.
He's like made out of cardboard.
Yeah.
He's like Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, sure.
Like he's got
I don't know if I would...
hand. He's got prosthetic.
They're not the same.
He lost that hand
character
and now he has a prosthetic
cardboard vulva. Mm-hmm.
So when he leaves, is he going to have am I making this up? Maybe it's just a glove.
No.
I think he actually lost a hand.
Yeah, he stuck it in the hole.
This is the first time seeing this guy. We didn't see him before, did we?
Yeah, we lost him in the maze somewhere.
We never saw him in the... This
No.
is the first and last time talking...
We've heard his voice yelling from the maze in our first minute, but we've never seen Dave.
We've also never seen this girl smile, and here she is smiling.
Yeah, she looked really angry in our first minute.
She was upset all the time. She might still be upset after this movie. Like, subsequent...
What?
Subsequent? The epilogue, the e-peruge, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I'm just saying, your significant other made this cardboard maze. A bunch of people died. I wouldn't really be smiling after that, but I digress. So the rest of the team, they're over here talking to someone who used to be a character in the earlier...
No. She's a puppet.
She's a puppet.
She's a bruppet. Her name's Brynn.
She's a cardboard muppet. Crumpet.
She's not a muppet, though. She's like a cardboard marionette. There we go. Cardinette.
It's not as funny, but...
Okay, well, I'm sorry. It's like she's like a normal person.
Made out of cardboard.
But she's a marionette.
So what did they do with this? So what did they do? They just get an actress and put cardboard all over her?
Yeah, probably.
Or is it CGI?
No.
Why don't you...
You can see her mouth.
Let me see. Oh, you can see the inside of her mouth?
Yeah.
Like an actress mouth?
Mm-hmm.
Like an actress mouth.
Yeah, I guess.
Like a human mouth?
Yeah, because actresses aren't humans.
They're all robots.
Okay. Yeah, when she talks,
yeah,
you can see her mouth move the cardboard.
Looks like one of the Wayland, like white chicks.
Wayans brothers?
Wayans. And I knew saying that name was going to come out weird.
Yeah, the Wayans
brothers. In my head, it was spelled correctly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But yeah, so she's Puppet Brynn.
So that character died earlier and became Puppet Lady? Or?
No, it's just a puppet of her. I don't know why. I'm assuming.
It's like, you ever see Ghost Ship? And all those people died? And it's not like they came back to haunt. It was just like the ghost itself was using those bodies to make. So like, okay, there's a really hot woman in Ghost Ship, right? And she dies. But then this evil haunting of the ghost ship like uses that woman to like manipulate someone else. Zeus, what are you doing? Sorry, my cat. Our cat. Go for it, Johnny. Take over.
He wants to be a part of this.
Yeah, he's very interested in what's going on with this.
He said, I heard this cardboard Brynn lady likes high fives.
Zeus does like cardboard, so maybe Zeus is trying to get into this maze. He would
that would be his dream.
He would be the Minotaur.
His dream would be chewing on this cardboard maze.
Yeah. Zeus would just eat the maze.
Yeah, he'd be fine.
And just throw it up at
Zeus
the same time.
is the Minotaur.
He is the cleanse, as they call it.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Anyway. So, but apparently this fake puppet Brynn likes high fives.
Puppet.
That's why he's like, hey, Brynn, high five. And she's like, okay.
I guess the character like high fives.
I don't
like
know.
The real character. Like the real one must have liked high fives.
So, but this fake puppet Brynn is tied up in like she's, I don't know what they're called. Like if you're in a dungeon, your arms are like tied to a wall.
Yeah, but it's at the same time she's supposed to be because she's the puppet. Like it's making her move. But at the same time, it looks like she's restrained. They're like trying to distract her. And
while Mr. I roll into...
Oh, yeah. Our guy is back there.
Oblivion.
What is he doing?
He's making something with some rope.
It's like bungee cords.
He's Boy Scouting back there. Making some knots, tying knots.
Captain tying knots. Captain Slipknot from Suicide Squad.
Oh, he died. That's not a good reference.
Yeah, we talked about it. Follow us on DC Cinematic.
Oh, my God.
Talk about
Let me tell you something, though. This Boom guy... He's my like mascot in this movie.
I think we talked about Slipknot the first minute we ever did.
I have no idea.
Because we were talking about
how characters die.
Dave made a maze or making a maze or something. Anyways, go listen to that one as well. We talked about Jupiter Ascending. And so they start interviewing her, right? And to like distract her. And so they ask her about the Minotaur. And she starts saying some wacky stuff. Like she starts saying like born out of like sorrow or something, or like shame.
Manifestation. The unwanted. World to be cast away into the inescapable.
Like what I got from it was like earlier there was like this theory about the maze that was creating itself, you know, born out of Dave's like conscience.
So apparently the Minotaur was too.
And so I'm thinking like
those are his negative thoughts.
Yeah, we kind of had this theory because we haven't really been watching the movie, which we're not supposed to. And so it's
is that the rule?
I don't know.
Other people have. We just have.
We're
purists here.
We weren't allowed to know the name of the movie either.
Not in the beginning, no.
And so the theory was that Dave projecting the negative emotions and thoughts in his own subconscious. He projected those out into like this work of art, this maze made out of cardboard. And then it went on and took the life off on its own. It's like Digimon, where like the ones and zeros of the internet accumulate and they start to build a mass, and then they eventually create life on its own. It's like that. So the cardboard.
However, for some reason, this is a cardboard universe.
Yeah, instead of ones and zeros and internet and data, instead of Digimon, we have Cardboard Mon.
Excuse me?
Cardboard Mon. He's chicken red stripe.
Zeus isn't buying it.
Zeus, you okay with that one? He says it's fine. He says he'll let it go. So yeah, that's what I got. That she is confirming in the most cryptic way that this maze is a product of negative thoughts and feelings that Dave had to escape his problems.
What if he doesn't like his friends? Because she said that I forgot how the phrasing was, but something must stay there in the maze.
Yeah.
So like, what if he trapped his friends because he hates his friends?
That'd be more like that Poltergeist movie where like they trap people inside television and then the cartoon like kills them. It's like the 80s horror film.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a horror comedy. So it's like there is.
People are dying in this thing.
People are dying and being brought back as cardboard puppets.
They're not. I don't think that she died and became a puppet. I think there is a duplicate.
A duplicate.
I love how this guy doesn't give a
crap.
Interviewer?
Do they really do?
He's
this?
like a director.
This was like my.
It's like leading a witness.
Yeah, and it's not the first time I've seen it in a movie where an interviewer in real time to a situation is like, oh, but can you just kind of like jazz it up for me?
Say something like, I'll tell you where you put the unwanted. In a labyrinth, that's where. Something like that, in your own words. Just go on.
Yeah. It's
you know
like
it's
like a drama. Terry.
Yeah, but they're trying to do it like in real time with the real people that do.
They're gonna cut it in post.
It's like, does this really happen? Do people?
Oh yeah.
Are people this desensitized where they're like, hey, yeah, I know you're.
I see you're chained up. I see you're a puppet, and I hear you talking mad crap about a minotaur. But like, can you say it this way so it's more poetic for me?
It's like seeing an active person who's doing a crime and just being like,
hey, stop! Run that way. Take it back from the top.
Can you jazz this up for me? I know it's going to be a big hit on the internet soon. It's like, it's not the first time I've seen it in a movie. And, you know, that kind of personality, that archetype. And so that's what I'm wondering. Like, do people really do this in real life? If there's any examples, please let me know.
I'm pretty sure most documentaries with an interview probably. It's like if you... everything, all of his prompting is going to be cut in post anyway. But it's like, that's what makes documentaries so hit and miss for me, because I feel like some of them are just disingenuous, you know?
Yeah. He reminds me a lot of the newspaper report, the journalist from Hot Fuzz, who's like, hoi hoi, and he talks to Nicholas Angle.
Hoi hoi.
Yeah. And he like writes his name wrong, and he's always talking about this, I don't know, the city of Sanford. He does a lot of typos, that's why he killed him. Spoiler alert. But that's who this guy reminds me of. I don't know if he's going to live or if he's going to die, but
by God, let that boom guy live, because his facial expressions are just really. I'm going to keep bringing him up because I like him.
Does he talk at all?
No, he just. Did he talk in the last minute? I can't remember. Our last minute, not the specific last minute, minute 62. But it's just like the camera guy and the boom guy got roped into this crap, and they don't want to be there.
Yeah, I read the spoilers on Camera Guy. Spoiler alert.
Don't you hate that?
Hey, what?
Uncomfortable silences.
Spoiler alert that you read the spoilers?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that usually infers things.
That you're going to say something else.
Like,
and then I was waiting. I was like, does that mean he dies, he lives? And I was like, maybe you shouldn't say it because
no,
it's...
actually, he...
Don't know? Huh?
Gets a down
No.
Gets a really good
down
payment deal on his car.
If it's a spoiler...
It's a joke.
Okay. I was like, listen, if it's a spoiler, you can't tell the audience because they haven't watched it yet. Neither have we, technically.
Find out that he eats Kit Kat bars by just biting right into it.
Listen, he's a monster.
Like a real human being.
He's a monster. Kill him in the maze.
You should be allowed to.
No.
Okay. So yeah, then we cut back to. I mean, that's pretty much it with.
We just hear Brynn say some interesting things about. Puppet Brynn say some interesting things about the Minotaur and how it's just doom, gloom, and death. Beep beep beep. Yeah, what was that? Was that a special bulletin?
No, that was me booping a cat and forgetting about my microphone awareness.
Okay, so we're back with Dave and Annie.
Dave and Annie are making something.
So,
and I don't know if we're allowed to spoil it.
No, but for me, I looked it up, but
I looked it up too.
How did they find a calm part of the maze to make this thing? Because they're in this like chill waiting room. They got a lot of excess cardboard. They're just building this thing, which to me, they're cosplaying. They're gonna build like a transformer out of a.
I thought they were like building armor, as in like
for him, right?
Like we need to
protect
the
ourselves
cardboard with the cardboard, and like we should like use the cardboard to make armor. And I was like, why don't we do that?
But like they're having fun because they're doing arts and crafts.
They're doing arts and crafts. They're building the cardboard thing together now instead of building cardboard.
That's
by
why she's
yourself.
smiling. She's finally helping him heal himself because this is very therapeutic for him.
Yeah, they probably should have like
maybe make arts and crafts together outside of a box maze.
I mean, I'm hoping by the end of the film they have like a more heavy-handed exposition moment where they capitalize on that and be like, hey, like I feel better now because I'm handling these issues, solving problems together with people instead of trying to solve problems. Not even solving problems. Solving problems together rather than just thrusting my problems onto something. Like sweeping your problems under the bed kind of thing. That's what the maze was. Now we're doing the right thing. And I don't know if that's coming across. Is that coming across for people? Are people understanding that?
That Dave has mental anxiety? Like he has issues?
He started with issues that people weren't helping him
depressed and
address.
has anxiety.
And so now people, although dying, are helping him.
Yeah, does that make him murder accessory to murder?
I mean, if they caused it, it's their fault, right?
But he didn't physically kill someone.
No, I meant like if
it's like a manslaughter.
If they were the ones to cause his mental illness in the first place.
So it's revenge.
No, make no mistake. It's not revenge he's after. It's a reckoning.
Yeah, I don't like to think of it like that. I like to think of it more like, Killmonger in Black Panther, where it's like just
There's like a weird sense of morality to it, but it's like twisted morality.
no, not him. I'm not trying to defend him. I'm
Oh.
trying to target that which created him, which is like bad infrastructure, bad society, institutionalized racism, like things like that. Like the way the world is what made Killmonger exist, kind of thing. And so like the environment in which you grow up in kind of festers that mental illness within you. You know what I mean? And so maybe those people just got cut out of his life through use
You can
of
also
the
be
maze.
triggered to have mental instability when it comes to depression and anxiety later in life due to a traumatic event.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe something happened to him and he got it later in life and has no idea how to deal with it.
Compartmentalize
Excuse me?
that PTSD.
You said compartmentalized PTSD
Yeah, that's what
into
he did.
box rooms?
Oh, yeah, in a cardboard. He was like, you could put things in cardboard. What if I put...
My problems in a box.
And it became something else. See?
That's why you have to write your problems on a piece of paper and burn it.
Ain't that right, Zeus?
But it's kind of nice that they're like together. Like she finally found Dave and Dave is like,
yeah,
it's healing. However, these guys, I don't know what they're doing.
They're
trying to survive, and I get that.
They're
but
playing the game.
I feel like they don't give a rat's butt about Dave at this point. They're like, we're gonna get really good content out of this. We're gonna get a really good like movie documentary about Dave's maze, and like they don't care if they actually help Dave in the process of this. Annie went in wanting to help her significant other, right?
Yeah.
She wants to help him heal, and to find him in the first place, obviously. But it's like, these guys don't care about Dave.
Yeah.
So again, I don't know what the relationship between Boom Guy and Camera Guy to Dave. Maybe they don't know each other at all. Maybe it's just like proxy
but what
that
about
they're there.
Eye Rolling Guy?
Eye Rolling Guy and Dave know each other and they're close. And I don't give a crap what happens to Eye Roll Guy. Because he clearly doesn't care about Dave. In our minutes that we've had, he doesn't care about Dave. He's helping the camera and Boom Guy and Camera Guy.
Yeah, we're an hour in, right?
Or the interviewer, Camera Guy and Boom Guy. Yeah, we're an hour in.
I kind of want to talk about what Dave and Annie are making.
No.
I can't do like a spoiler check.
No.
If you're listening, skip to 24 minutes and 37 seconds.
Because like I don't want to step on the toes of somebody who's gonna do that minute that they finally
we
unveil.
weren't even gonna get to 20. Oh, we were 3 minutes away.
Yeah, but I don't want to take that away from.
All right, don't skip to that if you're listening. If you're listening at 21 minutes and 9 seconds, don't skip to 24 minutes and 37 seconds because we're not talking about what they're building.
Yeah, because I don't think it's fair.
Okay.
But all you need to know is they look very happy doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like something good is going to come from what they're building.
Therapeutic, which is exactly what
therapeutic
they need.
and also like in the physical sense that it's going to be beneficial for their situation currently.
Yeah. I completely agree.
It is not armor.
And good thing we got that this minute. So we got like a good wholesome bit. A little wholesome.
Eye roll guy still bothers me.
No, I'm talking about Dave and Annie.
Yeah.
That
we get like a tiny little snippet.
Yeah. It's good to have something like that. And so that we can appreciate it and know that this film is going in the right direction, hopefully.
At least in their part.
There's proof that there is.
I don't think that this director is good. He seems inherently mischievous to me, especially with leading this fake Brynn with his narrative. It's more like a fiction documentary. What are they called? Mockumentary? It seems like he's turning it more into a mockumentary than anything else. I just don't trust him. He seems shifty. He seemed okay, but now he seems shifty.
I think what I think what what I'm not getting just because I'm not seeing the film is just a sense of what is the film meant to say. And I think it's what we're doing is what all minute by minute people do when they talk about their movies is they reach, right? Like we go for the minutia. It's the whole reason the Movies by Minute podcast exists, is we can stretch for the minutia of it all. And so you and I have only had 3 minutes, and we're making up these things about like mental illness and that, like you're overcoming something, or at least we hope that there's something like that. You're enjoying all this mayhem so that when you leave, you're like enlightened somehow. To us, that was the very first time, that smile, that nonverbal cue from Annie.
Because Dave smiled too.
Yeah.
It was nice.
That was the first time we actually felt like we were actually proving something. Like it was proof, evidence that what we were making up is kind of true. And I guess we're not seeing that enough, but we're only 60 minutes in. I don't know how long the film is, but maybe more that happens.
This is like the upswing part of it.
And I'm hoping by the end of the film that is like just delivered right then at the end, so that
the sweet resolution of Dave coming to terms and dealing with it.
This is what the problem has been, is I'm afraid that it's going to come down to, well, that was fun. Like, the maze has been beaten.
But like 5 people died. Oh, well.
Yeah, like some kind of like Avengers thing where it's like, oh, we're a team now and we beat the aliens, but New York City is destroyed. And like, let's go get ethnic food. It's like, what? Like, there's property damage and people have died kind of thing, and it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, what? Like,
and nobody deal with Dave's problems.
Yeah, and nobody deal with it until like it's brought up in criticism, and I don't want that to happen. I want those things to happen before and be touched on.
I don't know if you're gonna get your wish.
That's my takeaway. But good moment. I enjoyed it. It's proof of what we've been talking about, and yeah. That's all I got.
Yeah. It's pretty much it. This minute is like 2 pieces of one whole. So like you get 2 different sets of people's stories. How many slices are there? I don't know. It's a pizza pie. It's like,
yeah, but how many is a pizza? Is it 5 slices?
I thought it was like 6 to 8. Why are we debating it?
Oh, you're talking about like a normal pizza.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were asking.
I thought you were making your own pie chart.
Oh, no. I don't know how many separate stories are here.
We have 2 slices, but we're missing 6?
In the whole of a pizza, but I don't know how many people are separated in this thing, / how many people have died already. So it's like, at this point, we get 2 stories out of this. The mockumentaryist, is that a thing?
You know what's a great
mockumentarian? Ha ha.
Mockumentary.
So, mockumentarian, the guy doing it.
Oh yeah.
The director. We've got his story. We got Eye Roll Guy. I refuse to call him his real name because he is Mr. Aloof Eye Roll Guy. Dave and Annie's story. So like you have, I guess that's 3 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think a really good movie to compare this to is Shaun of the Dead. I said Hot Fuzz earlier.
Oh, because the separate people's stories kind of being a part of the same event.
Shaun of the Dead is a comedy horror film, but it definitely is like one of those. It's really funny. It's a zombie film, so you got like some horror. Some people do die. Some people that were negative to, Shaun. And then by the end of it, he learns something and becomes an adult, basically. It's a coming of age film for like a 26-year-old, like something like that.
This one's like a late 20s millennial who lost his job.
It's the same age range, the same kind of group dynamic, I think. I mean, but like when you're trying to compare like this film, like compare it to Shaun of the Dead and see like what Shaun of the Dead is doing and seeing what this one's missing, or vice versa. Maybe that's the argument. I don't know. But now that I think about it, the best movie to compare it to is Shaun of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go ahead and wrap up for today, but if you enjoyed everything you heard, you can find us on all social media at Mark Meadows and Johnie P. And
some places. And Johnie M at other places. But that's
TooOldMedia.com has all our shows. Austin Powers Minute, Tarantino Minute, where we're currently analyzing the film Jackie Brown, but have talked about Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction. And we will continue to talk about Kill Bill and so forth. And you can find those at Tarantino Minute. And we also talk about the DC films over at DC Cinematic Minute. So Man of Steel, Dawn of Justice, and currently Suicide Squad. But in the future, you'll see Wonder Woman, Justice League, and Aquaman. And we'll be talking about those. And you can find those all at DC EU Minute. And continue to enjoy Dave Made a Minute.
And then I could probably disarm all the traps. And then we could finish this maze. Who is with me?
That was Johnie Powers and Mark Meadows of Too Old Media, along with a little cat named Zeus, who clearly breathes heavy and has a microphone fetish, taking on minute 63 of Dave Made a Maze. Who knows who will be back at this point? We're almost finished. Next time on Dave Made a Minute, we've got Curtis Blaze and Jason Hummel of Better Off Dead Minute, taking on minute 64.
Thank you for listening to Dave Made a Minute. Intro dialogue snippets were taken from Dave Made a Maze, directed by Bill Watterson, written by Bill Watterson and Steve Sears, and produced by John Charles Meyer. Intro music is Diversion by The Equals, featured in the film Dave Made a Maze, and Life Cycle of a Match by Parvis Decree. Outro music is Leaving This God-Forsaken Place and Her Presence is Strong Here by Parvis Decree. Dave Made a Minute is a production of Lemming Drop Studio and all other featured podcast producers. You can find more content at lemmingdrops.com. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Dave Made a Minute. If you like what you hear, throw us a rating and review on your podcatcher of choice, and check out all of the participants' other shows to spread the love around. Again, thank you for listening.
As long as we're all working together, this is going to be fine. It's going to be great.
I need you to notify the families of everyone who died here today.
Totally. Wait, what?